Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Haunted Gaming, where I cover gaming-related creepypastas and myths. Today we're going to cover the Lavender Town Syndrome, or LTS, from the Pokemon games. LTS, or Lavender Town Syndrome, is a legend which involves several weird medical cases and deaths presumably being caused by the Pokemon games. More specifically Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green, for the Game Boy. Apparently this event was largely unheard of due to disclosure laws for companies in Kyoto Prefecture. The companies were obviously Nintendo and Game Freak. The information was leaked, supposedly due to a number of individuals, most definitely ex-programmers or ex-executives of the companies. LTS's very first cases were first reported for a few months after the games Pokemon Red and Green were released for the Game Boy. At the time, the dominant demographic playing this game was between 7 to 12 years of age. Basically, Lavender Town Syndrome occurred when players had reached Lavender Town. In the summer of 1996, the cases that were reported eventually began to surface about Lavender Town Syndrome and the many afflictions that these people have gotten from the Lavender Town theme, or tune. The earliest record actually came from an internal report leaked by a former employee, Miss Satao Harui. I hope I pronounced that right. It consisted of various cases among 4 individuals who suffered from symptoms such as obstructive sleep apnea, severe migraines, insomnia, nosebleeds, and various other symptoms. One weird thing was that this report was made before this syndrome was determined by health experts, and is questionable as how Game Freak knew, without the aid of medical experts or health services, the effects of this tune. These symptoms would only be found in players the age of 7 to 12 who had reached Lavender Town and heard the theme with headphones on. They also obtained suicidal tendencies as well. This was later revealed to be a request from the developers who wanted to leave a lasting impression on players who visited Lavender Town and enhanced, in quotation marks, the theme. And I guess they succeeded on that. Basically, the theme would affect listeners by using binaural beats, where 2 music tracks were made, and each track played in a different ear, causing various psychological effects to manifest to listen. This resulted in the listener feeling disturbed and nauseated. This unfortunately affected the children more, since their hearing wasn't fully developed and caused psychological problems leading to death among presumably 4 children, mostly from, and I guess and other children too, just mostly from suicide. Eventually, after this entire thing was noticed by Nintendo and Game Freak that, people were committing suicide, or children were, they immediately recalled all the first wave cartridges of the Pokemon titles and re-released the games without the Lavender Town tune, as it originally was. If you want to listen to it, it's in the description below. As for this being real or not, yes and no. I listened to the original Japanese Lavender Town theme, and you can too, again, by the links in the description below. It actually caused me to have a headache and some slight nausea, to the point where I turned it off before it finished. I just didn't want to listen to it anymore. It's basically like the theme that's playing right now, except this isn't the actual theme that I listen to. This is the sort of second version of the theme in the background. I was also wearing headphones as well, so that could actually contribute to my headaches and the nausea as well. As far as causing the other serious symptoms, such as, bleeding from the eyes and nosebleeds and all that, I don't think it was going to happen, Maybe it's because I'm not between the age of 7 to 12. I'm actually much older, and this could affect, my perception of it, because my ears are more developed than theirs are. So it could affect children in that way, but even then, I don't think it could have nosebleeds, because if it did, Game Freak and Nintendo would have lawsuits like up the ass, okay? It'd be crazy. I couldn't really find a credible source of evidence which tells me if this is factual or not. And also, most of these creepypastas are, again, fake. And so, I don't see this being really credible at all. But I do believe that the first version of the Lavender Town tune did cause some disturbance and nausea to listeners and gamers for the first time. Because I heard it and I felt slightly nauseous. I obviously had a headache going on, not too much, not like a huge migraine, but it was there. I could feel it, so obviously there is an effect that's there, but it's not enough to cause suicidal tendencies. I didn't develop anything. And I don't think this is true or not. I don't think there was any suicidal cases or anything that happened. But then again, I do admit that there is a disturbance that is being caused by this tune. So there's my analysis of it. There's a part of it, the tune, which is definitely real to an extent. It doesn't it didn't cause me to bleed from the eyes or anything, because if it did, I sure as hell wouldn't be freaking talking right now. I'd probably be scared shitless, just sitting down and being like, what the hell did I just listen to? So yeah, that's my analysis of it. Don't be scared, You might get a headache, but you sure as hell won't develop any suicidal tendencies. And that's it for this week, guys. Tune in next week for another episode of Haunted Gaming. And I'm not going to cover Pokemon again because I don't want it to be too repetitive. I'm actually going to be covering a different game. And to figure that out, you guys are going to have to watch next week. And again, if you haven't checked out our Let's Play of Ocarina of Time this week, then definitely check it out. And look forward to the new Let's Play that's coming out this week. And again, the Haunted Gaming. And we're actually going to have more content on this channel sooner or later, from MMORPGs, the Old Republic, hopefully, maybe even some Minecraft gameplay, so look forward to that. And if you like what you saw, then definitely like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Give me positive feedback, tell me what I can do better. And again, thanks for watching. Goodbye, stay safe. All your base, all your base, don't belong to us. All your base, all your base, don't belong to us.